What's going on, man? This is Wicked Ninja again. And I did a video with a back hug from a sword. Usually it was just a most powerful sword cut you can give. But now we're going to talk about what is a weapon and how you use a weapon. So, what is a weapon in your mind? A weapon in your mind is only an extension of your body. And you get these stupid fucks that come at you and they think they can do all these magic tricks with weapons. And yet that shit doesn't work because it's not an extension of your body. You're totally cutting off your combative form. You're totally cutting off the way you're supposed to fight. And then your weapon becomes shit. And it becomes taken away from you and used against you. And many of you viewers have probably had this happen to you. So I'm going to explain to you something. Your combative form is your form that you learned when you were taking karate classes or kung fu classes or gung fu classes or whatever classes you're taking. When you're learning how to fight, you have that combative form. Now, when you put a weapon in your hand, these techniques you're taught that with the weapon in your hand, the combative form stays the same. Remember this, your combative form stays the same, which is the techniques you were trained on how to fight with your hands. Now, without your hands, you add a weapon to it. So that weapon becomes an extension of your body. You have to understand this because it's the truth. When you keep to your combative form and you have weapons, like if I had knives in my hand and I was doing combative form, the combative form stays the same. And you're attacking the human body, your enemy, or whatever you want to call it, your dummy bag or whatever, or your bamboo shit or whatever, your combative form stays the same. There's no change in your combative form. Now, people that take swords, or take nunchucks, or take this, or take that, and they put it in their hands, or sais, for example. Sais are a big example. There's no change in combative form. And you look at a lot of martial artists to these days, and they try to change the combative form. And they do all these techniques with these sais, and yet it don't make no sense. Because you come at me with your fucked up techniques that don't make sense. I'm going to take that shit from you, shove it up your ass. So get it through your ass, dude. It's not going to work that way. So you have a combative form. You put sais in your hand. You put nunchucks in your hand. Stay with that combative form. Don't change it. You can work the nunchucks to that combative form. And I will tell you one thing. Every strike that you make with that weapon will be solid and pratique. And that's what you want. You want solid and pratique. You want that shit to be pratique. You want it to be precise. You want it to be meant for a strike. So, there's lesson number 1 on working a weapon. Knowing and understanding what the weapon means. The weapon means an extension of the human body. You have a farther reach than yourself. So understand that. And think about it seriously. It's an extension of your body. So I have a knife in my hand. The knife is this much longer than my hand, right? So this is how much an extension I have in my hand. So I hold the knife in my hand and I combat with it. You see what I'm saying? So there you go. A weapon is an extension of your human body. So understand that, practice it, and do your techniques that you learned from others, whoever, and use these techniques with your weapons and understand it. We're coming to the end times, man. We need to practice. We need to figure out ourselves. We need to be able to protect ourselves and our family members. So here's your first lesson. A weapon is an extension of your human body. Now, lesson number 2.